Well, something a bit different for me. I'm actually at the beach, as you can see. Well, Rocky Beach. And, got me old Equinox out. Just been digging bits of rubbish and sinkers and all the usual sort of gear. And then got a pretty high, nice signal, well, jittery signal, dug down here, and we have got 2 cent. So that's my first good target. So anyway, 2 center. So I don't know how well I'm going to do along here, but anyway, there's 1 coin, so we'll see what else is around. A 29:30 sort of signal here, so I've got it out. I'll see what it is. Sounds good, but and if we look here, what is that? That might be a halfpenny, I think. Looks a bit big for a 2 cent. Just give it over to the water and give it a wash. That's cool. I wasn't really sure if I'd find any older coins around here, but there you go, halfpenny. Don't think I'm going to be able to get a date though. It's a kangaroo one. She's pretty tired, that one, with all the sea salt and everything, but anyway. Well, as you might be able to tell, we're not at the beach anymore. We're back out in the hot sun. Well, I suppose the beach was the hot sun, but out in the Goldfields, on the way home. Just had a day at the beach and, bit of a break. Get to see the sea again, which I haven't seen for, a couple of years now. So, it's good to do something different if you've got a bit of time, and having to head home, well, sort of back home again, so stopped off here for a few hours in the afternoon, and I'm on the middle of a, well, bit of a track sort of thing, out in the bush, and there is a bit of glass around. And I have been here in the past and found a few buttons and stuff, so, bit of old glass, a few bits and pieces, and had a pretty jittery signal here, 30s sort of numbers, 20s, and look what just popped out. We got a pretty cruddy looking coin, so no idea what it is other than a halfpenny, so I'll have to give it a clean up and see if we can see any detail on that one. So give us a tick and we're back. Well, she's certainly not the clearest, nicest looking coin I've found, but if we see there, I don't know what you can see, but I can see down the bottom there, it's a Britannia in 1889. So anyway, it's an older one, Queen Victoria there, and yeah, not the best condition, but anyway, it is a coin, and you know, it's in all this gravel on the middle of the road, so it's not surprising it's a bit worse for wear. But anyway, that's a good sign, you know. You always get excited when there's a bit of glass around, but when you find a coin, that really gets you excited. So we'll see if there's anything else around here. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, here's a bit of an interesting one. I had a 13 down here. You know, haven't had a lot of signals, so, you know, came across this and, oh goody, see what we've got. And digging down, and I picked up that, which is a little white marble, you know, porcelain or something. And then I saw another one, 2 marbles. Well, they're not the signals. I thought they were musket balls for a start, but they're just marbles. So that's pretty cool. Then, looking for my 13, and we've got that, which looks like a homemade button or something. It's got 2 holes. Actually, maybe it's got 4 holes. Maybe it's not as homemade as I think. Anyway, I'll give it a clean up and see what we can see on that, but don't think it's a coin made into a button because it was only a 13, but anyway, I'll give it a clean up and see what they look like. Well, I'm pretty sure I can, if I can focus, I can see double just up the top there in that fancy writing, so I think that's a double ring edge button, but she has been flattened, you know, probably put on an anvil and hammered flat. So I wonder, you know, she's with 2 marbles, so I wonder if that's some little kids, you know, pretend coin or something that they made out of a button. You know, that is just very interesting. 2 marbles and a flattened button. It makes me wonder if it's some little kids, you know, treasure hoard. So I'll have a look around in here and see if I can find any more marbles, but that's a pretty cool find. You know, if only that could talk. You know, I'm sure that's some little miner's kids collection there, so how they got left here, or, you know, there could be a sad story behind those, but we'll never know, I'm afraid. But it's very interesting, and, you know, it's quite a unique sort of thing to find. So, you know, if only they could talk. What stories could they tell us? Anyway, we'll see. It's a bit hard to get the lighting here because of all the tree shadows. Anyway, I'll clean those marbles up at home, but I'm pretty sure they're just plain white ones. And I'll have a scavenge around in here and see if there's any other marbles or anything before I fill it in. But anyway, well, I had a bit more of a scuffle around in there, and I found with a pinpointer a little musket ball. I think that's what it is, and got another marble. So that's 3 marbles in that hole. So, you know, definitely a little hoard of someone's, but it's pretty awesome. So 3 marbles, a musket ball and a flattened out button just out of that hole. Sort of dug around a bit more and looked around, but I can't find any more marbles, so we'll carefully fill that in and see if we can find anything else, but otherwise that is pretty cool. Well, just up the hill a bit from where I got that stash of bullets and marbles and stuff, we've got another little lead ball, so same size as the other one, little musket ball. So anyway, they're always a cool thing to find, I think. So we'll put that with its friend and fill in this hole and keep going. Another 13 down here. That looks pretty interesting. What is that? That's a belt buckle. Very thin, very dainty one, so well, I'll give it a quick brush up and see what she looks like, but she's already can see some nice flowers around there, so why not? We'll give her a quick clean and see how she comes up, but have to be pretty delicate because she's pretty thin. But anyway, see how we go. Well, there we go. You can see it a bit better there, but some sort of flowers around there like a reef, so it's a pretty nice one. Bit of a cheapo one in its day, I suppose, but I'm not complaining. It's in one piece. Well, I think there's a loop missing off there, but anyway, now the question is, can we find the other half to it? I'm somehow doubtful, but we're certainly not going to go away without having a look for it. Next little find, and maybe our last find, is a toe cap. Someone's boot, and we're going to have to start thinking about going soon, but we'll see how long we can stretch out. But that was just a load of leaf litter, so I don't know whether it's been found before and thrown away. But anyway, put it in our bag and keep going. You don't think my heart jumped when I saw that coming up. I thought, hey, a coin. Maybe not. I think there's some sort of gigantic rivet of some sort. Maybe it's a knob actually. Changed my mind. That is a knob of something. You can see, sort of could see. Anyway, it's a knob with a metal, would have a metal thread in it, but you know, it's a bit of china in there and stuff, so oh well, it's probably better than a rivet. I thought it was a gigantic rivet or something, but it's a little knob, so well, that's where I got the knob, and had a 10 here, occasionally jumping up a bit, and we've got a thimble, brass one. I think it was up that way, which is why it was only a 10, I'm sure. Oh no, still a 10. I thought it might have read a bit higher being that way, but still a 10, so it's probably only a cheapy one, but it's a good sign. You know, this little area, found marbles and buckle and thimble. We're just hanging out for that coin before we have to go. So let's see if we can find a coin or something else. I don't really mind, but just there's where I got the thimble and the whatever else I got. Can't remember what it was now. Anyway, and went up and came back down and got another 10 here, and we have that, which is a piece of a tiny little pocket knife, or pen knife I think you'd call them. So, tiny little pen knife. It's got a little loop there that, you know, you could hang on to it by, put a chain onto it or whatever. And anyway, that's what that is. So, a little piece of a pen knife. It's got a bit of weight to it too, so obviously that's brass on the end or something. Anyway, so this little area has a few little signals, so I'm gonna, you know, go up and down a few times, see if there's anything else here. Well, I had a bit of a jittery few good numbers here and dug it a bit and got better, so we'll see what pops up here. Fingers crossed it's something good, but you know, heads down a little way, so see what pops up. Try and get through these rocks and give it a wide berth. No doubt it may just be a bit of rubbish, but gee, well, we'll see if we got it out. Got roots and rocks and everything here. Well, she's still down there. She's still a bit jittery, so I don't know whether I've disturbed it or because it was better before. But see if we've got her out. Somehow I don't think so. Well, I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so I'll dig her up and I'll show you what I get, but it may not be anything good, but we'll see. Well, that explains the jittery signal. big old nail. Square nail, so, you know, bit of an old one, and that big head there would have been giving us some good numbers, so anyway, pretty sure that's all it was. I'll check the hole again, but I think that'll be our culprit. Well, out here in the middle of all the scrub, we've got this signal. $20.21 sounds pretty nice. Can we be lucky enough to find something like a coin out here? Or is it something else? I think we might have got it. I'll just see. Well, we're in the plug, so that's where the pinpointer comes to play. Somewhere in there. See what we can find. I don't know what that is. Just try and break it open. And we are not lucky enough to have a coin. Don't know what that is. Yeah. Well, I'll give that a clean up. Looks a little bit interesting. See what it is. So give us a jiff and we'll have a clean up. Don't know what that is, but it has got some patterns there. You can see, and on this side, a bit of a florally looking pattern there. But yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's got like a groove up the middle, and then it's got that divot there which sits in the groove, so maybe it was meant to slide. I don't know. doing a bit of detecting out in the bush, and you know, old peppercorns right near the road. Not a lot around here, you know, bits of rubbish in it, and I'd say she's been fairly well thrashed. But you know, there's a heap of glass and stuff around, but I've just been digging, you know, anything that sounds good, really, just hoping for anything, even some buttons or something. But had a 13 down here, and we've got that, which isn't a coin, but something, don't know what it is, like a brooch or something. So anyway, we'll give that a quick clean up and see what that's got on there. But that's interesting. So be back in a jiffy. I'll give that a clean up and see what she comes up like. Well, there we go. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to depict on there. Almost looks like an umbrella with some birds under it or something. Not sure. You can see leaves and berries or nuts, but I'm not sure what that thing is. Is it a bird there, or is that just leaves? Almost looks like an umbrella. I don't know. Anyway, don't know exactly what that is of, but it is thin brass and it's wrapped over some metal or something. I dare say there's been something in the middle there, maybe a loop or a pin or something, maybe it was a little brooch or something, but anyway, it's not a bad little find, bad little relic. And if you're better at working out what that is, it certainly looks, well, I can see the leaves and the nuts or berries, but looks for all the world like an umbrella or something with birds under it. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but anyway, whatever it is, it's a cool, you know, interesting little thing. I'm almost sure that's the right way up because it looks like grass underneath there. So anyway, don't exactly sure what that was, but I'm guessing some sort of buttony, broochy sort of thing. And anyway, it's not a bad find, so you know, quick little hunt, just had an hour to spare and we've got that. So, not bad. Bit of a surface find here, but I reckon that's an old picture hook or something. Looks like it's had a thread or something in there. And yeah, it's a little brass. Well, I don't know if it's brass, but some sort of metal, but it's a little hook. So, it's not a bad little find.